Hello everyone, I'm Greg Weaver. Welcome to the Audio Analyst. Today brings my second installment of coverage of the most exceptionally performing rooms I visited during the simply amazing 2026 AXPONA event, held earlier this month in Schaumburg, Illinois. We will receive guided tours of rooms 1627, hosted by GTT Audio, and 1540, hosted by Kubala-Sosna Research. Let's hear from the room hosts themselves as they walk us through these sonically ravishing, articulate, and engaging setups.
Hello, everyone. Bill Parrish here from GTT Audio, and we're at AXPONA 2026. And Greg, thank you for taking the time to come in and highlight our room. First, a big kudos to the entire AXPONA staff and what they've done and how they've marketed this show. This has absolutely been the biggest and best AXPONA yet. It's been mind-boggling. The attendance that we had on Friday and yesterday. We're shooting this on Sunday morning. It's overwhelming. I mean, standing room only. So we've got two rooms to introduce you to. We're in what we're calling our big room here, and then we've got a suite in the back. We have the Kronos Perpetual turntable with the Perpetual's supercapacitor power supply, the Discovery RS tone arm. The vinyl has been absolutely phenomenal. We're doing that with the AudioNet PAM G2, which is on the shelf here, and then that's being powered by the Ampere external optional power supply on the opposite shelf all the way at the bottom. One of the new things here at the show that we've been introducing and is the Degenerate product, the Nuke X. Last August, July, we introduced the Nuke X from Degenerate. But what we found out is having a Nuke X as the Rune core and having a Nuke X as the Rune endpoint dramatically changes things. In fact, having a Nuke X as a Rune core, regardless of what you have as an endpoint, makes a huge difference. And I mean, we're talking about those streamers out there that, you know, $30, $50, $100,000 streamers. If you have a Nuke X in front of it, it makes a massive difference, massive improvement. But doing double Nuke X's, I think it's the way to go. And then over there on the next shelf, we're doing the double switch X's. Before I get over on that shelf, there at the very bottom, this is a U.S. premiere, maybe a world premiere of the Kubala-Sosna Expander 2, which has all Ovation internal wiring. I mean, that was introduced, we introduced it and talked about it in Munich of last year, started shipping at the beginning of 2026. That thing is incredible. Two separate banks of 5 outlets with Ovation power cords we have plugged into it. So you've got 10 Ovation dedicated lines. This improves every piece of equipment I've ever plugged into it. We've got the AudioNet Mach. That's been featured on your channel, Greg. And you did a phenomenal review on it. And right below that, the Master Fidelity NADAC D and C digital stack, which, you know, if anyone watching your channel knows your opinion on that as well. So why don't we swing over to the other side of the room. And here I am down at the end of the system where it all happens. The main focal point.
The business end.
The business end, right? I mean, this is, and I want to highlight the Ovation. We just talked about the Expander, and this is probably a world premiere first time that any system at a show has been wired 100% with Ovation. And I mean, we're talking interconnects, we're talking Ethernet cables, digital clock cables, USB cables, speaker cables, power cords, and the system's singing. It is really singing. Ovation is very special. And from what I understand, Greg, you're getting the loom of Ovation to play with.
That's what the good Joe Kubala tells me.
Well, we're going to be interested to hear what that's all about. And by the way, there's also rumor that I'm going to be stopping by your place tomorrow and setting up a perpetual.
Can you
turntable.
say perpetual? Yeah, Louis called me this morning to remind
So
me.
you know you've lived with the Pro and the Discovery RS, and you had the Sparta before that, and it looks like you're getting an upgrade to a perpetual here. So full video on that coming soon. Right here, we've got the AudioNet Schrodinger's. Again, you with the Mach did a phenomenal review on this. You know, it's like everyone on your channel knows all this equipment. So yeah, except for these, because this is a U.S. premiere on this. Yes, you've talked extensively, and we've talked extensively, and have showed Vivid Audio G1 Spirits. So what we haven't done is had the coppers, the CUs, which stands for copper, and which is in the pole piece, in the mid-range and the mid-bass units. And this is a complete revamp of the original, well, of the G1 Spirit that you had reviewed. The Moyas came out, and the Moyas had a little different sound. I mean, the Moyas are 5 times the price of these, and you know they had a little different voice, and I think a more positive voice towards live music. And so then when you listen to the S2 series of the Gias, there was a definite difference. And now I think this is more Moya-like. There's a continuity throughout the entire line now. So Vivid did a wonderful job with the CUs. Lawrence Dickey did. Greg, thank you very much for highlighting this system. AXPONA's been great, and let's go in the back room, and I'll show you what we're showing back there. And here we are in our back room of the suite, and first of all, we're with a very familiar and friendly face, Shahin, who is now working with GTT Audio. Welcome to the team, man. It's great to have you.
Thank you, Bill. And what an experience it has been to work with Bill. I'm just on for this past couple of weeks, but I've never seen a man more professional and more forward-thinking than Bill. I just want to thank him.
Well, you're really making me blush now.
I just want to thank him for bringing me along in this next chapter of my work life.
Yeah, you've been at this for what, 30 years
30
now?
years, yeah, absolutely.
Most of the people in the industry, everybody in the industry knows you.
Yep.
And our good friend Dick Diamond, Double D, he retired at the end of last month, so we wish him well.
All the best.
Absolutely. Back here, we're showing the Vivid Audio Kaya, the K45s, and we've got the Mola-Mola-Vivid, which really needs no introduction. We're doing the True Life Audio TSI signature integrated amplifier, hybrid integrated amplifier, which is, stay tuned. I think we have a review dropping this week over at PFO. 100% Kubala-Sosna cables here. We're using elation and sensation, a little bit of a mix of everything. But this little system is you've been back here a lot.
Absolutely,
and,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of great feedback.
Absolutely.
I think we've sold more Tambikis than we have.
and the Kaya
And the Kaya
45s,
40s.
yeah.
Yeah, these little guys have been really singing, and everyone loves this.
Yes, yeah.
Greg, thank you so much.
Good morning. We come to you now from AXPONA 2026. As I understand it, Greg, you've just done another room that we're associated with up in the GTT suite. And so we have a system here showing another member of the Vivid Audio family, the new CU family of speakers. So these are the G2CU speakers. They're one step down from the G1s that you've seen upstairs. And there's two other siblings here, the G3 and the G4, that are members of this family. In addition, we're showing a complete Mola-Mola suite. The well-known and well-respected Tambaki DAC, again, well-known and well-respected Makua preamp. But now here we're showing the two amplifiers, the two monoblock amplifiers that are essentially an upgrade and a replacement for the Kalugas. These are the Osetra amplifiers. We've been very happy with the mating of this system to the Vivids. But in fact, the Vivids sort of play with a lot of different electronics, and the Mola plays well with many different speakers. At the bottom, we have something similar, somewhat identical to what you've seen upstairs in the GTT room, a double stack of switch X's. So a switch X cleans and isolates your audio network, and a double stack simply cleans it for a second time. And again, we're using here the Nuke X as a Roon server, the core of Roon here, connected to another Roon Nuke that's acting as the endpoint. So there's no other streamers or devices involved. They create the entire digital system. And then my son, Greg Kubala, will tell you a little bit about our cables in the system.
So for us, it all starts back here, which you might not be able to see, but the Kubala-Sosna Expander 2, it basically takes the Expander 1 and now utilizes our new Ovation level wiring and performance. We're using the 5-outlet version here, also comes in a 10. Then we have our power cords, speaker cables, and interconnects throughout, as well as a USB cable connecting the Nuke X up to the Tambaki, as well as our LAN Ethernet cables connecting all of the Switch X components below. And again, in this room, we're utilizing our realization level cables, which some of you are familiar until a few months ago were always our top of the line cables. And now Ovation has become our flagship line.
Thank you. And we do actually have some cables through other rooms throughout the show. Some realization and some elation, yep, and sensation. So we're happy. The show has gone very well. We have good reaction to the sound in this room. And Greg, we thank you for bringing attention to us and our products. Thank you very much.
Take care, everyone.
My sincerest thanks to these presenters for making the time before AXPONA opened its doors Sunday morning to share their setups with us. You've no idea how busy such a large, successful show can be and the constraints it places on everyone's schedules. Next up, I plan to bring you the conversation I had right here in this room with Bill Parrish and Joe Kubala during their visit to Audio Analyst Central the Monday immediately after AXPONA closed to learn about the dramatic upgrades to my reference system made by the addition of both the Kronos Perpetual Turntable and its PSCPS power supply and the insertion of a full loom of the flagship Kubala-Sosna Ovation cabling. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll have a sense of just how transformative, what a strikingly remarkable advance these products have brought to my reference system. As always, thank you for taking the time to drop by today. Further information on supporting the channel and my efforts may be found in today's description section or at my companion website, theaudioanalyst.com. Please stay safe and keep the music playing. Till next time, cheers.